boys and girls, we're so glad that you're back with us this week. We are going to go ahead and warm up. So let's stand up and let's stretch to the side. And other way. And roll your shoulders backwards. And forwards. Head to your first side. Head to elbow. Second side. To your elbow. And normal. Breathing in. We're going to do it a little bit differently this time. I'm going to show you how many beats you're going to do. So you're going to do 4 beats breathing in. And then you're going to breathe out for however many I tell you. So this time we're going to breathe in for 4 and then out for 4. We got to be all out of air by then. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. Did you finish? Let's try that one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. All right. This time we're going to breathe in for 4 and go out for 8. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. This time, let's go in for 4 and out for 12. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Did you make it? We're going to do one more. It's the hardest one of all. We're going to breathe in for 4 and out for 16. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and breathe. Excellent job. Keep up the great work. Let's do our fingers up. Here we go. And here this time. This time, let's do some boops. Ready and go. Boop, 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 boop. Excellent job. Hello, boys and girls. 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 All right. Great job today. Let's go on to the next part of our lesson.
Last time we learned a song called the skipping rope song. Do you remember? With it, we did a pattern that went cross, out, heel, down. Like that as we were singing. Do you think you can stand up and be ready to try it with me? 1, 2, here we go. Early in the morning at 8 o'clock, you can hear the postman knock. Up jumps Ella to open the door. 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letters, 4. Great. So with our skipping rope song, we're going to be working on trying to figure out the rhythm pattern along with it. So in our first part, when we go, early in the morning at 8 o'clock, let's slow that down and see how many sounds per beat we think we hear. Early in the morning at 8 o'clock. Just like poco sapito, let's work backwards. So the word clock, we hear what? Just one sound. So one sound on one beat will be a ta. That's exactly right. Early in the morning at 8 ta, clock. Good. So early in the morning at 8 o'clock. Our next beat says 8-0. What do you think that's going to be? 8-0. Yeah, that's a ta-dee because we have two sounds. So we end with ta-dee-ta so far. Okay. The next beat says morning at. Morning at. How many sounds do we hear there? We hear three sounds. Does it sound like a ta-dee-me? Morning at? It doesn't, does it? I wonder what that could be. Well, it's the opposite of a ta-dee-me. We call it a taka-dee. So what happens is, instead of having the first half of a ta and the second half of a taka-dee-me, now we have the first half of the taka-dee-me and then the second half of the ta-dee. So we have taka-dee. And it goes short, short, long instead of long, short, short. So here where we have morning at is taka-dee. All right, there's our new rhythm. And then early in the, what's that one going to be? Early in the, yeah, we hear four sounds, so it's a taka-dee-me. Exactly. So now we have early in the morning at 8 o'clock says taka-dee-me, taka-dee, ta-dee-ta. Can you try saying and clapping that with me? Here we go. Taka-dee-me, taka-dee, ta-dee-ta. Good. One more time. Ready, go. Taka-dee-me, taka-dee, ta-dee-ta. Great. Let's see if we can find any other taka-dees in our song. So we already did early in the morning at 8 o'clock. Now here's the next line. You can hear the postman knock. Any taka-dees in there? Nah. Straight up ta-dees and tas, right? Ta-dee, 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 ta. How about this line? Up jumps Ella to open the door. Any taka-dees in there? Let's listen again. Up jumps Ella to open the door. You think you hear one? Where do you hear a taka-dee? On up jumps. No, not there. That's a ta-dee. How about Ella to? Yes, that is a taka-dee. Ella to. We hear short, short, long. Ella to. Great. Do we have any more in that line? Open the door. Yes, we do. On open the taka-dee. And then door is just a ta. So let's sing that line. Ta-dee, taka-dee, taka-dee, ta. Good again. Here we go. Ta-dee, taka-dee, taka-dee, ta. And then at the end we have 1 letter, 2 letter, 3 letters, 4. So do we hear any taka-dees in here? Let's try it. 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters, 4. If you said that we don't, you're right. We don't have any taka-dees because what are these? 1 letter, 2 letters, 3 letters, 4. Those are ta-dee-mes. Oh, it's so tricky, right? Because they're really similar. But this one is long, short, short, long, short, short, long, short, short, long, ta. Yeah, great. So at the end we have our ta-dee-mes, but earlier we had taka-dees. How can we keep them straight? You've got to watch out for those double beams. If you see the double beams at the beginning, it's a taka-dee. If it's at the end and you see the ta of a ta-dee first, then it's ta-dee-me, okay? Let's try our whole song singing the rhythm all together. Here we go. Taka-dee-me, taka-dee, ta-dee-ta. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta-dee-ta. Ta-dee, taka-dee, taka-dee-ta. Ta-dee-me, 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 ta. Fabulous job learning our new taka-dee and helping us figure out the whole rhythm to the song. Nice work. We're going to get to use our taka-dee again today, so don't forget it. We're going to get to use our cup song pattern that we've been working on for I've Been to Harlem, but we're going to get to use it for a winter-themed song called Sleigh Ride. I love this song. I played it in band when I was in high school. I played it when I was in marching band. It's just a really fun winter-themed song, and it's supposed to give you the image of a horse-drawn sleigh moving over the hills. You can hear the horses, the whip crack. You hear the jingle bells. It just sounds like winter. That was the composer's intent. It was why he wrote the song. So this song also has a really important form. Do you remember what form is? It's the pattern in our music. So this song happens to be in rondo form. Rondo form means there's a main A section, and that melody, that part of the music keeps coming back in between every new section. So our song happens to go A, B, A, C, A. Now rondo forms could potentially go on for a lot longer. It could be A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, A, and they keep adding in new material. Ours stops at C. So let's learn each section of our song. Our A pattern that we repeat the most, that's our cut pattern. It does move pretty quickly in the song, so make sure you've warmed up and practiced a little bit before we get started. Our B section goes like this. We clap this rhythm, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta. And then on the top of our cup, we play our taka-dee-me-ta, or going for a ride pattern 6 times before we repeat the whole section. And we go ta, ta, ta-dee, ta. Going for a ride, 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 going for a ride. Great, that's our B section. We go back to A, right? We do our cup pattern. But then our C section, we pick up our cup, and this, you're really going to hear the horses clopping in this pattern. And we clop with them. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we clap on 10. So let's try that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, good. So 9 is when the cup goes down. 10 is when you clap. Let's try it. Here we go. And then we pick it up again and do it again. Good. And then we play on the top of our cups. Ta-dee, ta-dee, and on ta, ta, we knock it back and forth gently like we did on our I've Been to Harlem too. Ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. Good, and that's going to happen 4 times before we pick our cup back up and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then again, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta, ta-dee, ta-dee, ta, ta. 4 times. Yes, great job. So now you know our A, our B, and our C. Now there is an introduction. There's a little interlude, which means connecting music in the middle. And there is a coda at the end. What does the word coda mean? Well, it's another Italian music term, and coda means tail. So it comes at the end, because just like a tail comes at the end of a cat, it comes at the end of our music. So coda is tail. It's the little ending, final thing that you hear. On our intro, you're going to see we start with ta, rest, rest, rest. Ta, rest, rest, rest. We do that 4 times. And then we go ta, rest. Yes, and then we're going to be ready to start our clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, up, down, clap, turn, touch, touch, change, back, down. And it does go pretty quick like that, so we're going to get really good at our cut pattern. Now our middle interlude, we're going to do what we call the hand jive. For the hand jive, we go pat, pat, clap, clap, chop, 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 mashed potato, hitchhike, hitchhike. And then we go back to our A section right after that. Let's practice. So it's 2 pats, 2 claps. We put our hands like flat like this, and we go chop, chop sideways, and then we cross over the other hand on top and chop, chop sideways. Good. And then what we call mashed potato, we bump our fists, switch which one's on top, bump, bump. And then I call the hitchhike, we give thumbs up over our shoulder, 2 pulses on each side like that. Good. Let's try our hand jive one more time. Here we go. Pat, pat, clap, clap, chop, 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 chop. Mashed potato, hitchhike, hitchhike. Great. Well, at the end on our coda, we're going to go clap, clap, bumblebee, clap, clap, bumblebee. Very good. And then you're going to hear the horse whinny. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sleigh ride. So we take our cup and we tap it, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sleigh ride. Try it, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down, sleigh ride. Yeah, you've got it. Okay, I know that's a lot of moving parts and craziness, but if you follow along with me, you'll see that it all works together and you'll get the hang of how the music goes with each one, okay? So let's give each part a try, and then we'll put the whole thing together. Here's our A section. That's how our A section goes, and that's what the music sounds like. All right? So if you need to rewind that and practice just the introduction and the A section a little bit, go ahead. That's okay. All right, here's how our B section goes. Great, so that was our B section. Now we're going to get ready to learn our C section. Okay, so C section, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sections now. It's just a matter of putting them all together in one song. The only thing we haven't done is the coda. So let's practice the coda and then we're ready to start it all from the beginning. Good job. The ending's really tricky. It's okay if we're a little bit off. We'll do the best we can, but great job. Let's put it all together from the beginning. Here's our A section. Ready? job. Were you able to hang on tight? Man, I know it goes fast, but don't worry. If you didn't get it today, we have time to practice. We're going to get to try it again next time too. You can always rewind. It's really fun, and it's a great challenge to try to get. So I hope you'll keep practicing. I hope you'll try it again, and at least the next class we'll get a chance to give it another shot and see if we can keep our hands moving so fast. Good work. You listen to our Winter Snowflake song. See if you can find where our new rhythm of takadi is. Here it is, winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground, winter snowflakes falling, shimmering all around. What beat or what word do you think you heard a takadi on? Yes, if you said shimmering, takadi, you are exactly right. So let's read the rhythm pattern to the whole song. 1, 2, ready, go. Toddy, toddy, toddy. Toddy, toddy, ta. Toddy, toddy, toddy. Takadi, toddy, ta. Very good. Do you remember when we're saying ta? What's that rhythm called? Do you remember what the real name of that note is besides ta-ah? Yes, a half note. So remember, a half note makes one sound, but it makes one sound that we hold out for 2 beats, and that's why we clap ta and hold it for that second beat, right? Very good. Well, will you be my echo on our song, and then we're going to sing it with the rhythm after we've gotten to know the melody. Winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground, winter snowflakes falling, shimmering all around. Good, one more time. Winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground, winter snowflakes falling, shimmering all around. Fabulous. Now that we've gotten to know the melody a little bit, let's try to sing our rhythm to our song. 1, 2, here we go. Toddy, toddy, toddy. Toddy, toddy, ta. Toddy, toddy, toddy. Takadi, toddy, ta. Yeah, great job, great job. Okay. Well, now we're going to try adding an ostinato to our song. So our ostinato goes like this. Pat, clap, pat, pat, clap, pat, clap, snap. Good. Get it started. Keep trying it with me. This first time around, just keep the pattern while I sing. Focus on the ostinato, a repeated rhythm pattern. Winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground. Winter snowflakes falling, shimmering all around. Great. You ready to try singing it and playing it? If you're not, just pick one. That's fine. But if you think you're ready to give it a try, let's give it a shot. Let's get our pattern started first. It's a little easier that way. Pat, clap, pat, clap, snap. Good. Keep it going nice and steady. Here we go. Winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground. Winter snowflakes falling, shimmering all around. Good. Keep that pattern going. Let's try it again. Winter snowflakes sparkling, shining on the ground. Winter snowflakes falling, shimmering working in that ostinato. If you can't do both just yet, that's okay. We're actually going to do this song again next time. We'll review that ostinato with it, but then you are going to get an opportunity to improvise, make up on the spot some of your own rhythms to go along with our song. Thanks for singing along with me and trying out that new ostinato. Say and clap the following rhythm patterns with me. We'll say and clap each rhythm 2 times in a row before we head to the next rhythm card. Ready, go. Ta-dee-ta, ta-dee-me-ta, ta-dee-ta, ta-dee-me-ta. Great. Next one, here we go. Ta-dee-me-ta-dee, ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-dee-me-ta-dee, ta-ka-dee-ta. Next one, ready, go. Ta-ka-dee-me-ta-dee, ta-dee-me-ta, ta-ka-dee-me-ta-dee, ta-dee-me-ta. Next one, ready, go. Ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-dee-me-ta, ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-dee-me-ta. Great. Next one, here we go. Ta-ka-dee, ta-ka-dee, ta-dee-ta, ta-ka-dee, ta-ka-dee, ta-dee-ta. Good. Next rhythm, ready, go. Ta-ka-dee-me-ta-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-ka-dee-me-ta-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta. Nice job. Here's the next one. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-ka-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-dee, ta-ka-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta. Great. Here's the next one. Ready, go. Ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta, ta-dee, ta-dee-me, ta-ka-dee-ta. Great job. Fabulous work saying and clapping all of those rhythm patterns. Let's review a little bit about Franz Liszt before we learn some more about him. Remember, he was born in the country of Hungary in Eastern Europe in the early 19th century, which was 1811 was the year he was born. His father was an amateur musician who encouraged Franz to become a musician and to learn the piano. So by the age of 9, Franz was quite an accomplished piano player. Remember, he went to Austria to meet Beethoven, who was very impressed by Franz Liszt. And then when he went to Paris, he began taking composition lessons from several respected teachers and stayed there to perform as a concert piano player. The Romantic era was the time period Liszt was a composer and performer during, and that was the time when composers were using their music to emphasize feelings and emotions through dynamics and tempo changes. Remember, dynamics are how loud or soft you play, and tempo is how fast or slow you're playing. Liszt was considered a child prodigy because as a young child, he was able to produce and perform material that many adults would not have even been capable of. Here's our new information. Liszt was influenced by great virtuoso violinists living in Paris. A virtuoso is someone who is just absolutely incredible at what they do, like beyond technically amazing. That's what the violin players he was watching were. One of the violinists' name was Niccolo Paganini. Liszt heard Paganini play very, very difficult and technically challenging music, and he set out to develop his piano skills to be equally as great as Paganini's. There's a picture of Niccolo Paganini. Well, in order to have music to show off his amazing skills, Liszt had to write his own music to perform, because he couldn't find things that were as amazing as what he wanted to show off. His music was more difficult than many other composers of the time. There's just a little snippet of these are called octaves. That means his pinky and his thumb on both hands were playing very quickly at the same time. That's why you see all of those notes. Liszt didn't want to share the stage with any other performers because he loved being the center of attention, and he was kind of a rock star of his time. So he developed the solo performance and introduced the term recital. Before him, the word recital really hadn't been used. He also insisted on further showing off by memorizing all of his music, which people still do today whenever they have solo recitals. I know when I was learning to be a music teacher and I had to take private voice lessons, I had to do recitals and I had to memorize all of my music. And as a kid, when I was doing piano recitals, I had to memorize all of my music. I blame Liszt for that. All right, well, we're going to listen to another one of his songs. And this song is called Weihnachtsbaum. And we're going to listen to number 5, which is Scherzoso. And scherzoso means playful or not serious. So see if as you listen here in a moment, we can hear that it's not serious sounding. Well, Weihnachtsbaum was written and dedicated to his first grandchild, Daniela von Bülow. Daniela had accompanied her grandfather to Rome when he was not feeling well. The first performance of Weihnachtsbaum was on Christmas Day in 1881 in Daniela's hotel room in Rome because her birthday was Christmas Eve, but they always celebrated on Christmas Day. There are 12 pieces in this collection. Most of them are based on Christmas carols. This song is based on a song called Lighting the Candles on the Tree at Last. I hope you enjoy Scherzoso from Weihnachtsbaum. And again, see if you think it sounds playful or not very serious.
So we have up here a song that we're looking at today, and I'm going to try and get my writing tool to work. So I am noticing that one of the things I love to do in music is look for patterns. And I am noticing that one pattern is that this all seems to be kind of moving down right there. And then if I look even closer, I am noticing also I also have these notes right here. And what I notice is that this one is a step away from this one, and this one is a step away from this one. So I have 3 notes that are all a step apart from each other. So I know from my previous music training that this right here would be our lowest sound that we know, which is do. Then I have re, a step higher. So this one here has to be a re. And then I'm also noticing this one is a step higher than that, which means it must be a mi for all of these. So if I continue with that same line of thought, I have a note here, and then I have to skip to this one. So if I skip up from mi, I'll end up on a, did you guess what it is? A so. There's my so. And then if I continue along that same path, I have so, I go up a step, I go to a la. Right here is our la. And then I go back to our so because it's on that same line. But then I have from la to this note is a skip up. So a skip higher than la. What would that be? If you are remembering way back when, you might remember it is called Ido. So everything repeats through music all the way through. But we have to obey our order as always. We have do, re, mi, so, la. And then up at the top now we're going to add in do. So we have to put our hand sign just like do because it's still a do. We still have to call it do. We're just going to show it higher because it is a high do. So when we write that, you're going to notice that we're writing it as a D. And then we're also going to add an apostrophe. Apostrophes tell us that it is a high sound. So if I kind of go down that, I'll have do, la, so, mi, re, do. Those are all 6 of those sounds that we have now. So if I kind of go through this just briefly, I'm going to have do, so, la, so. If I leave out that takadimi here, we're just going to have do, so, la, so. And then we would have mi, re, do, so. I just kind of go down and do it all as tas there, leave out all these extra notes. And then if we go down here, we kind of have a repeat of that first part. So we have do, so, la, so. Then we're going to come down our scale. Mi, re, do. Just leaving out all those extra notes. So now that we kind of know where those are, we're going to have all of our labels on here, and we're going to see if we can get this slowly. Here we go. Let's do measure 1. Ready, listen, do, so, la, 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 so. Your turn. Ready, and go, do. Now we're going to do this one. Remember that we're going to go from re to mi. We're going to go back up right here. We're going to switch middle of the way. And then we're going to have to go back up to so here. Here we go. Mi is our starting pitch. Listen. Mi, 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 re, mi, do, do, so. Ready, your turn. Mi, 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 re, mi, do, do, so. Now we're back to measure 1, just down here in measure 3. Do, so, la, 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 so. Your turn. Ready, and go. Do, so, la, 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 so. And then we have to come down, but remember we're going to go back up halfway through and then drop down to do, just like we did before. We're just not going back to that so. Ready, and go. Mi, 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 re, mi, do. Your turn. Go. Mi, 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 re, mi, do. Can we put measure 1 and measure 2 together? Let's see. Ready, and go. Do, so, la, 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 so. Mi, 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 re, mi, do, do, so. Your turn. Ready and go. Do, so, la, 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 so. Me, re, mi, do, so. My turn. Do, so, la, 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 so. Me, re, mi, do. Your turn. Ready and go. Do, so, la, 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 so. Me, re, mi, do. Whole thing. See if you can do it. Listen closely. Do, so, la, 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 so. Me, re, mi, do, so. Do, so, la, 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 so. Me, re, mi, do. Your turn. Ready and go. Excellent job. Keep up the great work. We'll work more with high do next time.